What's going on, guys? Matty Daddy Mining here. Hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. So what we are going to do today is we are going to set up our Kaspa node. I am going to set it up on my VM that I'm hosting through Proxmox. If anybody is interested in virtualizing your core wallets using virtual machines with Proxmox, I do have a two-part video series on how to get that going. I will leave links to that below. All right, so let's get going. All right, let me drop RDP over here. Get into my Kaspa VM. Okay, get out of here. Oh, I'll need to attend to that eventually. Ugh. Shut up, Edge. I just want to browse the internet. And you want to go to kaspa.org. And we want to click on resources. And next we are going to want the desktop wallet KDX. Click on that. And this is what we want right here. We have Windows 64-bit, or we have Apple or Linux. So I am on a Windows machine, so I'm going to choose Windows 64-bit. Whatever you guys are doing, you do you. Downloading. Okay. And this is a pretty simple install. Just double click it, run it, and I think we can just accept all defaults. There we go. English. Next. Yes, we want a desktop shortcut. Install. Okay, and we're going to launch KDX. Okay, configuration template. Actually, sorry, data folder. I missed this. We'll just leave this as standard. We want to choose Kaspa Node. We'll leave that on mainnet. Battery power. Well, I'm not on a laptop, and I'm on a VM, so I'm good. Proceed. Okay, and there we are. First of all, this is just wreaking havoc on my eyes, so let's go to settings. Maybe. There we go. Settings. Ah, yes. That is the stuff right there. Okay, so we have our wallet within this KDX. You can create a new you can create a new wallet, or you can recover from seed. I haven't quite decided yet what I am going to do. I think I am going to import. I have two existing Kaspa wallets right now. The first wallet is what I used when I was mining Kaspa with GPUs, back before the difficulty got so high. And then the second wallet that I have is just mining with my KS0. I ordered a second KS0. It's supposed to ship between the 1st and the 10th. So I'm not sure if I'm going to just lump it in with my first KS0 or if I'm going to create a separate wallet for it, just to see where I'm at on ROI, which I know is going to be very difficult at this point. It's difficulty is getting a little bit up there. I think we're under 500K. I think we're in like the 490s or 480s for Kaspa per 24 hours now, and over the last 3 weeks we've gone down, I think, from 1200 to under 500. So ROI is not going to be much of a of a thing here for a while, especially on the second KS0. Kaspa shot up today. It's over 4 cents right now. So actually, I've mined 19,100-ish Kaspa with that KS0. So right now I'm sitting at about $800. So I'm definitely, I think, 2/3 of the way to ROI. So we're getting there. That's fantastic. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not sure if I want to create a separate wallet. I think I am going to import my KS0 wallet in here though, and I will do that off screen because I don't want you to see my seed phrase for obvious reasons. And then, not to mention, we need to wait for the blockchain to sync. So we will let it sync and do its thing, and then when that's done syncing, I will import my wallet, and then I will be back with you, and we will go from there. Talk to you in a few. Probably a long time for me, but just a second for you guys. Okay, we are up to date. Sync is at 100%. Okay, in order to mine to our own node, we need to set up our own stratum. So this is going to be a little bit different than normal mining. Instead of just copying the stratum from whatever pool that you're going to, we're actually going to have to create our own stratum to mine to. In order to do this, we will need to download the Kaspa Stratum Bridge. And as always, I will leave the links to everything down in the description below. Okay, let's scroll down. KS Bridge, download the zip file. Okay, before we do anything else, we are going to need to figure out our IP address. I already know my IP address. It is 192.168.1.65. For those of you that don't know how to find the IP address of the device you are on, you can open up a command prompt and you can issue a ipconfig command. And there you go. Hey, now that we've downloaded this, we want to extract it. Extract all. Let's pick a good spot to extract it. Let's put it... Do I have a Kaspa folder? I do not. Let me create a Kaspa folder real quick. We'll extract it there. Cool. Okay, so we have this config file right here. We're going to want to right click, hit open with, and then we're going to choose Notepad. There we are. That's the port we will be pointing it to once we actually set up the stratum in, or actually once we point it to our stratum in the mining software. So this is what we want to change right here. So we want to change this to the address that we just got from command prompt and by issuing the ipconfig command. So mine was 192.168.1.65. Okay, save that, minimize. So let's get out of this and that. Let's see, we can make this bigger. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do right now is we are going to run the bridge. Run anyway. Allow access. So the bridge is running. We should actually see it. Right there, RPC incoming connection from our IP address right there, 192.168.1.65. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, so our node is all set up now. So now let's mine to it. Now I don't even know if this is possible, but I'm going to try it for grins and giggles. I want to see if I can actually solo mine to this node with my KS0. I have no clue if it's possible. It'd be kind of cool. Okay. Settings, not IP settings, mining settings. Okay, so for the pool address, we just want to put in 192.168. Whoop. Helps if I type it right. .65 colon and then port 55555. Okay. Let's save it and see what happens. It shows we're connected. We'll give it a couple more minutes and we'll see what happens. I'll see you in just a few. So I rebooted it and it's not coming back up. I hope I didn't fucking brick it. Oh, that would suck. Yeah, I think I might have broke my KS0. Okay, so I found the instructions online, and I am going to attempt a factory reset. When the machine has abnormal conditions, you can restore the factory settings through the button on the machine. After the green status light starts blinking following the power up. 1 minute after power on, press and hold button for 20 seconds until the red status light starts blinking. Wait until the red status light stops blinking and wait for machine to reboot. Do not power off the machine during this process. After the machine reboot, reconfigure the mining pool and wallet to resume mining. Okay, let's give that one a shot. Okay, here we are at my KS0. I don't know if you can see, it kind of washed out from the light, but there's a button right there. And actually, as I'm doing this, I am vaguely remembering a video that Red Panda posted where he tried solo mining and it bricked his device and they had to remote into it and screw with it and all kinds of fun. So, oops, sorry, my finger's in the way. So hopefully that's not the case here. So the instructions said to unplug it, and then approximately 1 minute after you plug back in, the green light should begin to flash. They said when that happened, press and hold the button right there for 20 seconds until the unit reboots. So let's give that a shot. All right, powered off. Plug back in. Hopefully this thing starts blinking here soon because I'm coming up on 1 minute. That is 1 minute come and gone, no blinky light. So I think I'm just going to press and hold and see what happens. Okay. Looks to be doing its thing. That really does come down to 20 seconds on the dot. I was at 19 seconds and I was like, oh, this shit ain't gonna work. Great, I'm screwed. But yeah. So apparently it's rebooting now. Let's go check and see if we can find it on our network. I am back at the login screen, so it retained the same IP address, which is awesome. I was able to get to this login screen before, though. So let's see if we can actually get back into it. Because I would put in the username and the password, and then it would throw an error. Oh man. Oh. Oh, we're mining into their pools now. Let's knock that crap off. Okay. Got our pool back in. Rebooting it. Okay, so I made a mistake. So what I did was we just went through the process of where I bricked my KS0, and I went along and I posted the video anyway, thinking, well, sure, there's no way that this is possible. And then some people brought to my attention Jimmy G 2309. Let me bring this over so you guys can see it. Jimmy G 2309. Thank you. I totally forgot about editing the stratum bridge to be able to solo mine. There was another comment on here. Let's go. This guy right here, Ninja Kid. I have my own node running on Linux, and I have successfully solo mined a couple of blocks using the KS0 ASIC. From what I could see, you had the difficulty set to low at 1. You need to go into the config and change it to 65. Yeah, I totally freaking forgot to do that. And upon realizing I forgot to do that, I also realized that I installed the wrong Kaspa stratum bridge. Yeah. I installed 1.1.6, and I needed to install 1.1.8. The version specifically with Ice River support. So, let's do that real quick. Let's blow away, we'll keep this. Let's blow away that bridge, the old one. Okay, now we might get somewhere. Download the zip. And this video has obviously been re-edited and re-uploaded. And I thought it was important to have everything all in one place. I was actually going to make a separate video that showed remedying all this, but you know, I don't know, I just didn't think it would be cool enough for people to, oh my god, now I have to go to this other video, and I figured I would just have everything all in one spot. And I'm definitely not re-editing this to, I don't know, I guess cover up the fact that I screwed up. I will never cover up the fact that I screw up. I screw up in my videos all the time. You know, this whole thing is a learning process, and we're learning about all this stuff together. And, you know, if one person can benefit from my mistake, then that's a job well done, in my opinion. So, oops. Okay, let's extract this to the desktop again. Okay, now we have to mess with this. So we have to change, just like previously, we have to change that IP address. Still going to this. Minimum share difficulty. Now, for the KS0, the difficulty has to go up to 65. Ironic, same as my IP address. So the difficulty is 65 for the KS0, 650 for the KS1, 1300 for the KS2, 3250 for the KS3L, and 5200 for the KS3. Then we also have to change the extra size right here to 2. And that should be it. Save. Get out of that. Get out of that. Just refresh that to make sure. Yep, that's our same config. Yep, okay. So let's start the bridge. Yep, there we go. Incoming connection from that IP address. Good. Okay, now, the part that makes me nervous. save these for easy access to get back into it just in case it doesn't work. Okay, so now we need to change the IP address. Sorry, Mike's far away. You probably can't hear me right there. To change our IP address to that. Good Lord. Sorry, guys. It's early. I'm rushing. I got to get going to work here shortly. Trying to get all this done before then. Oh, it's right there. Perfect. All right. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so I set everything up. It's still not connecting. So if you could see right here, new client connecting. There's my IP address, and then a second later, removing client. I am on the right version right here, 1.1.8. So I'm gonna factory reset my KS0 again. I can't get to it now again on WebGUI. So I'm gonna reset it and let's try something else. Okay, I think I got it. So, let me pull up the UI. So, when I first set it to my IP address, it would connect for a hot second and then it would disconnect, like I said. Then I couldn't get to the user interface. I'd have to factory reset it. And then I came back into my settings, and when I was pasting my wallet back in, I realized I did not have the wallet name at the end. I also went and I checked out Rabid Mining's video on this too, and in a previous video he did GPU. I think he did a GPU one to it. He didn't leave the stratum and TCP, I believe. I thought he just put in the IP address. I could be wrong, though. But anyways, before, I was just using the IP address, and I left out the stratum plus TCP part. So I put that in, and then I added a name for my miner, and then hit save, and then it connected. So I'm not sure which one of them was the culprit, but it is running now. So, yeah, with that being said, we're up and running. We'll let this go for a little bit. I think right now, man, the profitability of these things is down so much. I think I'm making less than 400 Kaspa a day. And what is the block reward for Kaspa right now? I think it's under 200. Helps if I could spell. Yeah, so just under, so 196. So really, if I hit if I hit 2 blocks a day, I will be more profitable than if I am pool mining. So we'll let this run for 24 hours, maybe 48 hours. I don't know. We'll take an average and we'll see. Thank you so much to Rabid Mining for the video help, Ninja Kid for your help. Alrighty, I'm going to see if I can get this edited real quick and off to work. Have a good one, guys.